Start to bring your breath into your practice. Start to notice where you are in space, okay? In this period of time, we are moving into the autumn tomorrow evening, and actually tomorrow night, I think it's 9 o'clock. And we're also moving into the energy of the new moon. So let's make sure we're nice and grounded here, having the feet attached to the earth with all four corners. Lift the toes, spread them out, and put the toes down nice and wide. So we have a strong base of support here. The legs get really engaged, shoulders over hips, ears over shoulders. And then if you turn your palms to face forward, that helps to open the heart. And we just breathe here. So from here, the breath can travel very freely through the body, right? You're one long line here, and we're going to find our inner light and let that travel on the breath through the whole body. So go ahead and as you exhale, bring your attention to the center of your body. Close your eyes anytime you want. And start to notice this beautiful internal light that is within you. And then as you inhale through the nose, notice your body start to expand and that light get brighter. And then go ahead and exhale softly. The light is still there. It's a little softer, but it doesn't go out. Inhale back into that light. Start to deepen that. Feel it start to go, radiate out through the limbs to the crown of the head and soften. And again, inhale. Send that light all the way. There's nothing in the way. We're nice and tall and upright. And exhale. All right, so let's take some of that light and energy from the earth. Turn the palms out, exhale, and as you inhale, draw the arms up, draw energy with it. Arms overhead, and then simply turn your palms out and with long arms, exhale. As you exhale, now feel your spine lengthen. Lengthening on the exhale. And then draw that energy in. The spine is lengthening here as the arms go up, and turn your palms out and notice how the spine can also continue to lengthen as you bring your hands down. And let's try that again. Inhale. We're taking the ribs away from the hips here. The arms come up and get as tall as you can now on this exhale. Feels kind of like taking the cork out of a wine bottle, doesn't it? As you bring your arms down, lifting up. That just came to me. Inhale and exhale. All right, so let's go ahead and start to open up the spine. We're going to just gently have the knees and hips soft and bring the forearms as close as they feel like being right now. It may be wider apart. They may touch. Round forward, and then open the arms. Shine your heart up. So Venus flytrap here as we round forward and gather, collect something wonderful, and then open the arms to share it. And just continue through that. A few more times. Don't worry if your forearms touch or not. Just bring it in. And open. And the next time you're forward with your forearms heading toward each other, just hold here. And then take your arms up and down. Shake out a little bit, okay? And we're going to move the spine in the other four directions that we move it side to side and then twisting. So go ahead and draw your hands together overhead. Interlace your fingers and point your index fingers to the sky. Okay? If your shoulders are too much hiking towards your ears, soften them, bend the elbows if that helps, and plant your feet nice and even on the mat. Inhale. Exhale, tick-tock over to the left. Keep that right foot grounded. And come up. Inhale. Exhale, tick-tock over to the right. Good. And come up. Now we're going to add on just a little bit. Tick-tock to the left and take your gaze up to the right. And come up. And tick-tock to the right and take your gaze up to the left. And come up. We're going back over to the left with the gaze right. And up and back right with the gaze left. And up. Now separate the arms shoulder width distance. Keep the feet planted. And do that same thing, tick-tock over to the left. See where you go with this. Go as deep as works for you, keeping the shoulders stacked. And come on up. And then tick-tock over to the right. Yes. And come up. And then draw the arms down and shake things out. Inhale and exhale. We're going to take the legs wider than hip width distance, okay? And when we bend the knees in this position, the toes are out to the side, so we want the knees over the toes, right? So just, let's go ahead and try that a few times. We want the knees to go over the toes. Inhale and exhale. All right, now we're going to bend the knees and reach the left hand over to the right and back. Right hand to the left and back. Over to the right, over to the left, bending and straightening the knees, letting them get into the action, warming up the legs. So we're going side to side. And maybe now start reaching a little more down toward the earth as far as you want. Down toward the earth. Whether your hands go past the knees or not, completely up to you. Start to come back up. Yeah, good. We're releasing the side body. We're going to be shoulder height. And then we're going to start reaching up and up, up and up. A little twist. And some reaching, coming back to center, and a little more side to side. Ooh, and come back to center, bring your hands to your hips, and go ahead and shake your legs out. Okay, so we really want to do some heart opening, so let's grab the strap. If you have a strap, a tie, a rope from a belt, an elastic band is wonderful. Okay, all right, if you don't, then just visualize one, okay? Okay, it works just as well with your visualized belt. Have the belt resting on your thumbs, good, and extend your arms out from your shoulders. So right now the arms are shoulder width apart. Yes, you're right, we're going up. The arms are going to separate somewhat. Hold on to the strap and bring your hands behind. And we're looking for the length of strap that makes it possible for you to keep your arms straight as you go forward and back. You don't want to have to bend your elbows, and you don't want to have a jump rope here. Okay, so that's why we just make adjustments, opening the shoulders. Oh, it's a good day to open the shoulders. Maybe there was a lot of forwardness in your day. There typically is in most of our days. Always reaching for things in front, maybe typing at the computer. Is that called typing anymore? I don't know. Arms overhead, here we go. Stay here and bring your right arm to your right ear. Take your left hand down by your side. Gently start to press back through the left hand. So you get a nice little opening in the left shoulder. And then come on up. Left arm by the right, left ear, yeah. And gently press back through the right. And release, arms up. Whoo, shake it out. Put the belt off to the side and just give your arms a little shake. Roll your shoulders out. Make sure everything is happy. Okay, we're going to be coming to the back of the mat and working warrior one from a step forward. Okay, so if you want to do this from a chair, hands on the chair position, you're just going to step back to warrior one. Okay, if you're doing it from the mat, you're coming to the back of the mat. Either way, we're all going to wind up in warrior one. Find mountain pose at the back of your mat and take a giant step forward. Remember, in a chair, you're stepping back. Giant step forward with your right foot. Bring your left foot all the way to the mat. It's at an angle. The heel is down. Turn your body to face over your right thigh. And then start to extend your arms long ahead. Extend the spine along with it. Okay? So make yourself one long line from the fingertips to the back foot. And then start to raise your arms, keeping that length in the spine. As soon as you feel yourself do this, then come back and come to a point where your spine is lengthened. Inhale and exhale, warrior one. Okay, now we're going to release. So inhale, and as you exhale with the core engaged, whew, arms back. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms back. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms back. Releasing breath here. Inhale, arms up. Now we exhale and hold. Spin your back heel up. We've just moved ourselves more into a balancing position. You can stay right here. Okay, you can put two hands on the back of the chair if you want. And you can stay here, or you can start to lift your back leg carefully. Place your gaze. It's early in the practice to work some balance, but we're doing it. And bring the back foot down. Come back into warrior one. And here's the most fun part. Step back with that right leg. Use those muscles. Yeah, so we're using the muscles a little differently. Step forward with the left foot. Come into warrior one. The right foot's at an angle. Left knee over the left ankle. Turn and face your left thigh. Extend the spine. Extend the arms. And really pay attention as you come up. Keeping your spine long. As soon as you start to dump, go back to where you were and dumped. Inhale and exhale, releasing breaths. Inhale up, exhale, releasing breath. Inhale up, exhale back. Inhale up, exhale, releasing breath back. Now spin your back heel up. Okay, so again, we're moving into balance, so fix your gaze about 6 feet ahead of you, diagonal, and you can stay right here or start to lift your back leg. See how this side reacts to the balance. Bring your back foot down and step back. Woo! And release. All right. Anybody want to do that again? Second time's the charm, right? Let's go. Here we are, back of the mat. Forward with the right leg. Coming into warrior one. Long arms, long spine. Inhale, releasing breath. Exhale. Shh. Inhale up. Releasing breath. Exhale. Shh. Inhale up. Release back. And one more time. Inhale up. Release back. Spin your back heel up. Stay here. Fix your gaze either way, and if you want, start to raise that back leg. Maybe it goes up and down. Step back, come into warrior one, and big step back with the right foot to the back of your mat. There you go. Left leg forward, coming into warrior one position. Yep, right foot is at an angle. Good contact with the mat. Spine is long. Yes. Inhale, exhale, releasing breath. Inhale, exhale, releasing breath back. Inhale, exhale, releasing breath back. And one more time. Inhale, exhale, releasing breath back. Spin your back heel up. Stay here. Fix your gaze. And if you want, try balance on the other side by lifting your right leg. Step the right foot back and big step back. Left meets right. Okay, shake it out. All right, so we are going to be coming forward, coming down to the earth, and we are going to be doing gait because it's autumn equinox tomorrow. So make sure if you have extra padding that you desire for your knees, you bring it close by, okay? If not, remember you can always, if your knees are asking for it, you can always fold up an edge of your mat. Okay, so we're at the back of the mat. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, now we swan dive, straight legs over the hip creases. Hands to the thighs, half lift. Sinking the hips down, bring the hands to the mat and walk the hands forward into a plank. Your knees can be up or down. Your plank is nice and strong. Come into downward facing dog and bend one knee and then the other. Press one heel down and hold. Press the other heel down and hold. Press both heels down and hold, and then bring your knees to the mat, both knees, and come into seated mountain pose. Okay, seated mountain pose. Inhale and exhale. Okay, I might be demonstrating some things in a chair, so I just went to get it. All right, so let's feel that balance now in our seated posture. Okay, we have both sit bones even on the mat. The legs are long in front, the feet are flexed, the spine is long. Inhale and exhale. All right, and now let's loosen things up. And we're going to, let's do some core work and then hip work, okay? So I think it's a good night to do some boats. So we're gonna bring the arms forward, lean back, arms overhead, arms forward and up. That's one form of boat, and if you're in a chair, sit at the edge of your chair, you can do just that. Okay, now we're going to lean back, take the right knee up, and we're core engagement here in the half boat on the right. Extend your right leg and come into low boat on the right and come up. Okay, try it on the left. Left knee up, half high boat on the left, low boat, in and up. Now some of you have done about 1.5 million boats and you might prefer a leg straight version. So let's do that, see if that's your preference tonight. Right leg is straight, half high boat, low boat, and back up. And release. Left leg up, high boat, low boat, come back up, and release. Okay, so you pick whichever version is going to be best for you tonight, and you can float back in and back through each version. Everybody have some place they want to be in boat? Or a couple of places? All right, so let's do it. We're going to go 4 times on the right and 4 times on the left. Arms out, right knee up. We're slightly leaned back already. We're in boat and low boat, high boat on the right. Low boat, high boat, low, high. Remember, both feet could be down, down, and up, and shake it out. Okay, that was 4 times on the right. Let's go 4 times on the left. Arms are forward, core is engaged. Left knee is up or left leg is straight. Any of the versions, down and up. Take it down and up. Low boat on the left and up. One more, low and up. And release, woo, shake it out. Inhale and exhale. All right, we're going to try 1 double boat together, and then you'll either do 2 right, 2 left, or 4 doubles, okay? Let's start with the arms forward, lean back slightly, knees are bent. If you're a double leg straight boater, go right ahead. High boat, low boat, whoa, and up, and release. If that's right for you tonight, we're going to do that 4 times. If not, 2 right, 2 left. Here we go. It's 1, low, high, 2, low, high. Switch if you're switching. 3, high, 1 more, high, yes, and release, and canoe. I see it. All right. Okay, always feel free to add your own little English there. I see you. All righty, let's just release the core a little bit. Come back to seated and make some circles. Just gently, one direction and the other. All right, what's that I hear? What about our obliques? Okay, what about them? Let's go ahead and do a little bit of oblique work here. So go ahead and lay down with your knees in. All right, we're going to take the arms long and do some gentle knee sways. The knees are going to stay in toward your face. We're not doing this with 90-degree legs. We're doing this with the knees in. And just sway side to side to start with. Just figure out where you are tonight. Okay, yep, in the chair, your legs are just going to go side to side. Good. And then you can take your knees a little more to the side and see about extending those legs. In, over, extend if you want, in, and center. So we're either going side to side, just gentle sways, or side to side a little deeper. Option extension. Okay, same thing. In the chair. Knees go side to side. Okay, hold on to the side of the chair. And just get those obliques a little engaged here. All right. Oh, you guys who are doing those on the floor, when you feel even, come back to center and hug your knees in. Inhale and exhale. Whew. Bring your feet down. Let the knees open and close gently. Little butterfly wings. And we're going to come to hands and knees here. We're going to work the arms, come into child's pose, and then come into our gate pose. So let's come on to the, come into a knee down plank. All right, and press the hips back. Knee down plank, push up, remember the elbows are going back, and press the hips back. Knee down plank, push up, press the hips back. Standing version. Plank, hips back. Plank, hips back. All right. Now come into, the next time you push back, come into child's pose with the arms long. Have your forehead in contact with the mat or resting on your hands. You want the forehead to be engaged so the seat of your intuition can be woken up. Yes, beautiful, everybody. Inhale and exhale. Okay. So, from your child's pose, you're just going to float up to your knees. Check in with your knees. Arrange yourself so that you'll be able to extend your right leg out to the side with your knees comfortable. Remember, extra padding if that's you. Okay? A lot of it depends on your floor surface. Always listen to your knees. Okay, so gate pose. We're going to take the right leg out to the side. The hips are still forward here. The right leg's out to the side. Some people like their foot on all the way down on the mat. Some people like their toes up. What feels better to you right now? And you're going to take your right hand to your right thigh with the palm face up. Left arm up by the shoulder. Wait, that's your ear. And tilt to the right. And take it up. That's the gate. We're going back to the right. And up. And take it to the right. And up. Now we're going to take our gate into a knee down half moon. So let your left hand come to the mat. Right hand to the right hip. You could stay here or bring that right leg up. You could stay here or bring the right arm up. Knee down half moon, beautiful. And bring it down. Come back to gate. Take it to your version of knee down half moon. You don't have to go through every single iteration, right? You might be ready to just go both arms straight. Yes, one more time, gate to knee down half moon. Okay, now if your left hand is down, see how light you can become on your left hand. Try to not be crushing into it. See how much you can support yourself with the lightness of your left fingertips, just touching and release. Ooh, come to knees and wiggle those hips. That's a hip tightener sometimes for sure. Okay, now we're going to take the left leg out to the side. Toes up or foot to the mat. Left palm up. Right arm up by the ear. Inhale. And tilt over the left leg. Gate pose. And up. Beautiful. Gate pose. This helps us transition from one thing to the next, which tomorrow is going to be from summer to fall. And fold. Now we're going to take this to the knee down half moon. So light on that right hand. Left hand to the hip. Left leg up if you want. Left arm up if you want. And take it back to gate. Beautiful. And transition into your version of knee down half moon. Could be this for you. And one more time, gate to a knee down half moon. Seeing how light you can be on those right fingertips. And release, knees down. All right, let's go ahead and release the hips. We're going to do a little bit of water wheel. So come on back down. Okay, if you're doing seated water wheel, right, just remember edge of the chair. All right, take it down. Both feet are on the mat. Right knee in, point up, flex down. Knee in, point up, flex down. We're doing a nice, smooth, simple move for the hip. So release it, open it up, knee in and around. Okay, water wheel. Now the next time your right knee is in, hold it in, flex the leg out, point up, knee in, flex out, up and in, out, up and in. Yeah, get those nice circles going. And the next time your right knee is in, hold on to your right shin or hamstring. Let your left leg straighten if it wants to, or stay as much bent as it wants to. And take that right leg out to the right and back to center. Out and back, yes. All right, now bringing that right leg back to center. Take the left hand to the outside of the right leg, right arm out to your side, and let that right knee come just past the belly button and all the way over as you gaze past your right fingertips. Okay? Same thing here. Yeah, good. And come back through center. As you do that, let your right ankle come across your left thigh. Draw your shin towards you, your right shin. Hold on to your right shin with two hands and move those hips around. All right, since we really want to focus on grounding, let's go ahead and take that left leg straight up, point and flex the left foot. We're really going to wake that left foot, left ankle up, and then circle one direction and the other. Release, unwind, 2 feet to the mat. Gently let the knees open and close. We move into water wheel on the left. Knee in, point up, flex down. So if your hip is bothering you, maybe you don't go so far down with your leg, right? Pay attention to what your body is telling you. Knee in, point up, flex down. It's a good release for the hip. And after class is finished, if you want to hang out for a minute, I have some other ideas for hip release. So, all right, now, next time your left knee is in, hold it in and reverse your water wheel. Flex out, point up, knee in. Flex out, point up, knee in. Take it out, up and in. Okay? Stay connected to the feelings in your hip. And the next time your left knee is in, hold it in. The right leg can extend or stay bent as much as it wants. And take the left knee out to the side and back. Yes, out and back. Moving the hip in a different direction, right? Out to the left and back. Now hold it in. Put your right hand on the outside of your left leg, the left arm out to the side. Let that left knee come just past the belly button. Stop here for a moment to really feel that. And then let the knee come all the way over to the right, as far as it wants to go. Take your gaze towards your left hand. And as you come back around through, take your left ankle across your right thigh. Draw that left shin in. Hold on. And move the legs around. They might go back and forth in a circle. Any movement that's feeling good. And then take the right leg up, point and flex the right foot. circle one direction and the other. Now release, unwind, hug your knees in, roll over to your side, and we're going to work our way to down dog. So you might roll over to your side and come to table and down dog. Okay, just find your way into down dog. Inhale and exhale here. Feel the balance and grounding of down dog, right? 2 hands, 2 feet, everything in good contact with the earth. And we start to walk the feet forward, taking them wider till they're mat width distance apart. Rest the forearms on the thighs, bring the hands to the heart, and press through the feet, up through the legs, bringing the fingertips up toward the sky, and as you exhale, come to mountain pose. Whew. Inhale and exhale. All right, let's shake it out a little bit. How's everybody doing? Let's come to the top of the mat. So we're going to find mountain pose, and we're going to work our way through a sun salutation. And we want to open the heart a little more now, so when we come into our low crescent lunge, we're going to be bringing the arms back. Low crescent lunge, maybe you heard and you said, okay, knee, extra padding for my knee, right? Remember, flip up the mat or put something on your mat for extra cushioning for your knee if that's you and the surface that you're on. Okay, so come to the top of the mat. Float the arms up, inhale. Let's exhale from the hip creases. Keep the hips over the ankles and just bring the hands wherever they're going to go right now. Feel into your hamstrings here. Bend the knees, press the hips back, hands to the thighs, and shine your heart forward. Now sink the hips, hands down, take the right leg back. Come into your lunge and move around in your lunge. And then bring the right knee down, it's behind your hip. And as you come up, draw your arms back. Heart shines forward. Low crescent lunge. Bring the hands down. Come into a knee up or knee down plank. Chaturanga. All right, and we're going to do cobra on ridge tops. Again, opening the heart. Take the hands under the shoulders. Draw the hands, your fingertips are on the mat. Draw the hands 6 inches away from the shoulders and then lift up. Good. And release. All right, now either clasp your hands behind you or just place them on your hips. If your fingers can clasp, that's great. If not, just place them on your hips. We're going to roll the shoulders toward the ears, down the spine, lift the heart, press the hands, if they're clasped, toward the feet. If they're on your hips, press your elbows a little more together, and release. Woo, hands under the shoulders, downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale here. And then just take your right leg up and take your journey, feet to the hands, however you want that to happen. When you get to the top of your mat, half lift, forward fold. Let's extend through those hamstrings, whether the hands are high or low. Keep your hips over your ankles. Bring your hands to your thighs, hips back, shine your heart forward. Come into forward fold again. And float the arms out and up, palms touch. And hands come heart center. Okay, we're going to do that on the left. So, everybody good to go? Does anybody need anything with that? Okay, so here we go. Feet are hip width distance. Float the arms up, inhale. Exhale, swan dive. Let's really get into those hamstrings, keeping the hips over the ankles. Hands go, maybe they go to the thighs, maybe they go to the shins, maybe they go lower. It's between you and your body, right? Hands to the thighs. Go ahead and bend the knees, bend the hips, shine the heart forward, half lift, sink the hips, hands down, step back into that lunge with the left leg. Left leg is back, and wiggle around in your lunge. Okay. Now bring your left knee down. If you're standing, you might opt to just keep that left heel lifted. Okay, and draw the arms back. Low lunge. Shining the heart forward, bring the hands down, step back to plank. It could be knees up or knees down. Nice strong chaturanga here. The arms stay strong, the spine stays engaged all the way down. All right, so now we're going to do a little locust where we take the feet mat width distance apart, bring the hands to the thighs, the pinkies are face up, take your gaze toward the mat here, roll your shoulders toward your ears, down your spine, lift your pinkies toward the sky, lift your heart, and add the legs if that works for you. Locust here, and release, and then come back into that locust back bend. Okay, so in a chair, right? Pretend I'm sitting on a chair. I'm just going to do this. I'm getting the same thing. Hands under the shoulders, come into downward facing dog. Feel that grounding and balance in the down dog. Take the left leg up and start your journey forward. Your journey. Half lift, forward fold. Float the arms out and up, palms touch. And hands come heart center. Good, and release. All right, let's shake things out a little bit. Okay, so we're going to just do a little bit of the moon salutation in honor of the new moon coming, all right? It's triangle. It's going to have a little bit of pyramid. So we start with the feet hip width distance apart. Take the arms up. This could be done from the back of the chair too. Take the arms up, inhale, and sway. We're doing daisy, side to side, yeah, side to side. And then open the legs wide, open the arms into 5-pointed star, okay? We're gonna bend the knees out over the toes like we were doing right at the beginning of class. Take the elbows to the waist, moonflower, yeah, there it is. Back to 5-pointed star. Now turn the toes, right toes to the right, left toes in at an angle, arms in line with the shoulders, and we reach. We're preparing for triangle. Release, reach, release, reach, release. This time we reach, reach, reach. Let that right hand drop to the leg, doesn't matter how far, and left arm up, shoulders are stacked. Okay, take your gaze to your toes, to the center of your room, to your left fingertips, and now let that left hand follow the left hand as it comes to the right leg. Put a little bend in your right knee. Your hands rest gently on your right thigh. Some of you might want to go a little deeper and bring the hands even lower. Okay to bend the knee, whatever amount. So we're in pyramid here. And then lift back up into triangle. Right hand slides back up the leg, left arm is up. And come back. Open arms. Toes are out. We're coming into moonflower, bend the knees, elbows to waist. And step together, arms overhead, and sway in your daisy, and sway, sway, and sway, and come back to standing. All right, so we're going to do that same sequence to the left. Is everybody good to go? Okay, arms up, inhale. Let's take daisy, and sway, and sway, and sway. Now step open, 5-pointed star. The toes are facing out. Knees and elbows bend into moonflower. Back into 5-pointed star. The left toes go to the left. Right toes in at an angle. Arms are out. And reach and release. We're working toward triangle. So if your shoulders are getting fatigued, or if you wanted to hold on to something, you could be doing that with your right hand to your hip or right hand to the top of a chair. Now reach, reach, reach. Left hand to the left leg, palm out. Right arm up. Take your gaze towards your toe, your left toes, the center of your room, and your right fingertips. Now take your right hand to your left leg for pyramid. At least a slight bend in the knee. The hands can come to the left thigh if you prefer. You could take your hands to the mat. You can bend your knee a little more. Just move into your pyramid. Make it a happy place for you. And then come back up into triangle. Take the arms up into 5-pointed star, turning the toes out. Bend into moonflower, step together, and daisy, and daisy. One more time, daisy, and daisy, and release, shake it out. All right, so let's come to the top of the mat and work our way down. Now, as you go to the top of your mat, just start to wiggle around, make sure everything's happy, do whatever's going to release your body. Look around, see if there's something you want for final relaxation. Since we used straps earlier, let's have the straps nearby. We'll do a little Viparita Karani with the support of a strap. Okay, so when you're ready, come to the top of your mat with your feet hip width distance. Inhale and exhale. And notice where everything is. Keep coming back to, are the feet grounded on all 4 corners? Are the toes in good contact with the earth? Shoulders over hips, right? Ears over shoulders. Where is everything? Float the arms up, inhale. Exhale, we swan dive over the hip creases. Find a half lift, knees and hips bend, shine your heart forward. Sink the hips down and come into downward facing dog. Remember, if you've had it with down dog right now, you can go into table if you want. We're going to let the hips go side to side, and if you're in down dog, the knees will go also side to side. Bring both knees down and come into seated mountain pose. All right. So in gait, we worked on this side bending. We're going to use a little more of that now in our wide-legged forward fold. So let's take the legs to a V position. Okay. So V could be this much for you. It could be wider. Could be wider than that. Okay. Whatever your V is tonight, the feet are flexed, the toes are pointing up, knees are pointing up, hips are grounded. Inhale the arms up toward the sky, turn your palms forward, and folding from the hips, keeping the arms long, carefully exhale, only as far as you can go without rounding your spine. Exhale, bring your hands to the mat. Inhale. And as you exhale, see how those inner thighs are feeling. If they start to release, the fingertips might go a tiny bit farther. Inhale and exhale. And then it might not be the time for them to do that, so don't worry about it. Gaze past your fingertips as you breathe and walk your hands back. Okay, the legs are still in a V, the toes are face up, knees are face up. This time we're going to, let's start on the right, put the right hand on the right leg with the palm face up. Take your left arm down by your side, left arm up by the ear, and slide your right hand down your right leg any amount, keeping your body over your right leg. Shoulders are stacked, so we're not doing this, right? Yes, there it is. And bring it up. Let's try that on the left. Left palm face up. And yes. Keep those shoulders stacked. We did a lot of stuff with stacked shoulders tonight, including the triangle, right? And bring it up. Let's bring those legs together. Shake them out. Okay, so we had them tight. Now we're letting them release. Now we're going to come back to that wide leg and see how it feels now. Okay, so sometimes when I want to go a little wider, this is not a great, I'm not great, very wide in this position, but when I want to go a little wider, I put my hands back here and press my hips forward. Okay, that might be something if you want to try that. All right, we're going to go back to the right hand on the right leg, left arm up by the ear. Tilt over the right leg. And come up back to center and switch. Left hand. So the palm is up just like it was in gate, so it can slide down the leg. The shoulders are stacked. And come on back up. All right, bring your legs together. Give them a nice crazy shake. And we're going to head down to the mat here. We'll do Arda Apanasana on each side, full Apanasana, and then Viparita Karani. So let's have the feet to the mat. Extend the arms, extend the legs long. Inhale. As you exhale, right leg only, knee in. Arda Apanasana. We're holding on to the shin or the hamstring. Nice little release here. It's also known as wind removing pose, so it's meant to be a release. Inhale, lengthen the right leg, arms long overhead. Exhale, left knee comes in. Arda Apanasana on the left. Left leg extends, both arms overhead, both knees in. Full Apanasana here. Inhale and exhale. And then just rock around on the spine. Side to side, forward and back. Any way is good. Okay, if you were in a chair, you would bring one knee in and then the other. And for this, maybe just fold over your legs and let your body move around a little bit. All right, let's bring the feet to the mat with the feet hip-width distance apart and let the knees open and close. Now grab your strap. So Viparita Karani is like legs up the wall without the wall, but we're going to use the strap to help us here. So go ahead and put the strap around the balls of both feet. And extend your legs, flex the feet. Now maybe your legs were back like this. Bring your ankles over your hips, okay? All right. And just let the strap do the work of supporting your legs and breathe. Inhale and exhale. Now we're going to feel how it feels without the strap. So go ahead, without moving your legs, drop the strap. See if that's any different. Does that take a different amount of energy, right? Inhale and exhale. And while we're here, let's point and flex the feet. Good, and circle the ankles, one direction and the other. All right, now we're going to go ahead and bend the knees, bring the feet to the mat, and relax here. Let the knees gently open and close, little butterfly wings. And bring your hands down by your side. Spread the fingers wide, and as you close, wiggle. So spread wide, make a fist wiggle. Spread, wiggle. And then with a gentle fist, rotate the wrists one direction and the other. Hands by your side, and just let the head go side to side. Just notice how the neck is feeling here as you turn your gaze side to side. And then come back up to center and begin scanning your body, moving around, making any adjustments or final moves that the body is asking for. So you look to find your comfortable final relaxation position. Adjust your body. Make sure that everything feels at rest. So don't sacrifice your spine to keep your legs long if it's not the right time to do that right now. And just allow your breath to come back. Now we inhale through the nose and slowly exhale through the mouth, releasing the body onto the earth. And one more time, inhale through the nose. And as you exhale, just release. Let the earth do all the work of supporting you. Your work is done as you move into final relaxation. Begin to bring your awareness back to your space and start to become aware once again of that light inside of you. Invite a deeper breath, brighten that light, extend the arms and legs long, inhale, and as you exhale, draw your knees in and give yourself a hug. Find your way over to a side and help yourself back up to a nice easy seat. Draw your palms together as you turn your gaze to your own good heart and your bright spirit. Thank and honor yourself for your practice, and we thank and honor each other for sharing this time. Namaste.